Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to Advanced Technological Solutions, Lee. I hear you're new hire. Well, let me show you the ropes. There are 4 different pillars to strategy here at Advanced Technological Solutions. And keys to success. Mercedes-Benz. Welcome to Advanced Technological Solutions, Lee. One of the great benefits about working at Advanced Technological Solutions is our care packages to enable you to take care of your loved ones and yourself. So there's this family of acrobats, and they decide that maybe one day they don't want to be just in the circus anymore. Maybe one day they want to be in the upper echelon of acrobatics in the United States. So they decided maybe we should see a talent agent or go to a talent agency. They can hook us up. They can find something for us. They can do something that we're not able to do because apparently we don't have that skill set, which is why we're still at the bottom rung of the ladder of acrobatics. So they find this talent agent. They go into his office. The talent agent says, "It's very strange to have a family of acrobatics here. What's your act? I don't understand what I can really do for you. Maybe you should tell me a little bit more about yourselves." And the family says, "Okay, well, we can give you a little bit of information." The father says, "No, let's just show you." So they all start undressing. And next thing you know, the father, he starts ripping out his chest hair and he's stuffing it in the mother's mouth. And the mother's gargling on the chest hair and there's sweat in it still from the run upstairs, and the flights of stairs are just dripping off of the chest hair down her mouth and her throat. Meanwhile, the son just thinks, "Oh, that's fucking hot. I'm going to start drinking that sweat hair too." But the dad's sweat hair, it's all in the mom's mouth. There's none left. But she's got some hair that she's unaware of on her lower back. He starts sucking on the hair on her lower back, and it's just dripping all over him. And it's just the sweat, like the sweet, sweet sweat of her lower back dripping into her mouth. And he's like, "Oh, I love it. It's so good." His mom's, her sweat, and I can just taste everything she's done for the past 3 days. And the little sister goes, "Oh, you know what? That looks really good, but I'm not interested in that. We have the family dog. This dog hasn't been washed in months." She starts separating the hair on the dog like she's some sort of primitive ape that's looking for lice deep in the jungles of Guatemala. And she's finding the hair, and she licks each individual inch of this dog and the sweat, and there's a pesticide on them from taking the pill you need so that you don't get fleas on your dogs and your cats. And they have this whole insurance policy set up through PetSmart that covers that. But she's not thinking about that. Those premiums are low. It's not a big deal. So she just keeps licking on the dog until finally the dog starts quivering, not knowing what's happening. She had licked off so much of the pesticide that fleas had made their way into his pores and were now infecting his dermis. And he starts getting sick. He starts throwing up. And the dad's like, "Oh, maybe that throw up, maybe that can be our finale for that act." So he sits on the floor and he's licking the vomit with the fleas and the infection in it. And meanwhile, the mom is still sucking on his chest hair that he had ripped out. And the chest hair juices are just like flowing down her chest. And the son has gone through every individual hair on her lower back to find the hair he wants. And the dad, he just starts doodling in the dog's vomit on the floor, doing these photorealistic representations of his ancestors that he had found on Ancestry.com just 2 weeks prior, because they gave a free sample to find out if you were related to George Washington. And the town agent, he's sitting there, he doesn't know what's happening, but all of a sudden, each of them are done. They put their clothes back on, they stand back up. They're shoulder to shoulder, right in front of his desk, parallel to the desk. They're looking outside the view behind him. And the talent agent goes, "What's the name of your act?" And the dad says, "The Aristocrats." You know, I started this company a few years ago with one simple idea. What if people really need some great things in their lives, but they don't know how to get it? Well, we thought, let's give it to them.